night a bitch nigga shot a real nigga. But we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it. And they using niggas songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, then get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well, it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well, then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man crush been a hater, her little brother won't beat me. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark and her boyfriend probably a weenie. 3,300 on my book bag. Left some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different, I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let him rock you to sleep, true colors better believe him. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my reaper. Praying with my kids and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, this hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her and you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot, I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage, if I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell them that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it. Tell them big checks, yardsticks, not a roof. All I smoke is ops and I don't never smoke a hookah. Looking for a blessing that's worth of Jesus and Judas. Tell them niggas game 6, my whole team full of shooters. I slide on a nigga like a motherfucking flip-flop. Pressure on your homie and I promise he a flip-flop. Talking that wookie-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't really saying nothing. I know these niggas envy, they can't manage how they feel. Jealousy's for bitches, you niggas pussy for real. A nigga get the drop and he happen to shoot. First we heal up and get back. We ain't going on the shirt, I swear to God.
That woo-woo, something. Know the police listen, so I ain't saying nothing. Talking that woo-woo, something. Nigga cock back and aim and leave you bleeding where you running. Swear to God, nigga.
What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper tapping in 10 in Trap News Network. We back in this thing, like Cook cracking this thing here at 10 in Trap News Network.
You know, Flakko living ranch.
Yes, I get news accuses, I get knowledge though. You ain't finna get. And nobody's called legit though, big dog. Tap in with that tap in to make sure you are in fact tapped in with the good. Tap in. You feel me? Hit that notification bell. Hit all, stay like, hit comment, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff. Notification bell. Hit all, stay tapped in with that. You feel me? Get into that if you ain't got into that. We finna jump into this content, but before we do, hit the like, hit the comment, make sure you come in. If you want to be a part of Trap News Network, TRAPNEWS, Trap News Network. Hit us up on Instagram. We would love to have you on the team. We finna jump into this content, man. Flakko gets clowned by Brandon for being afraid to go to the hood. Let's get into this content. Let's go.
Or nowhere where there's black people.
I have a question, right?
Don't you live in Van Nuys or something like that?
A question. He does live in Van Nuys. He for sure lives in Van Nuys. Don't worry about it. It's a cool little apartment. Shout out to Flakko.
I always read the facto frame of reference. You got to think of more like less.
He's like, no, it's more white than that.
No, Van Nuys is activated. I keep trying to tell you.
No, Flakko live in Rancho Santa Margarita.
Hell yeah.
And that's the old Crip coming out of you, right? Because why do black folks think that going to a hood is like the most prestigious thing? No, maybe I just want to hang out where it's fly at. You feel me, right?
You don't hang out anywhere.
I want to walk on blocks that, there's nothing going on there, right? Like there's no
that isn't fair.
Clubs, there's something like this. No, like food spots that I would enjoy. No. I just don't.
So there are no clubs or food spots in black neighborhoods, which you call the hood, that you would enjoy. That's crazy to say that.
Want to be
Flakko hates black people. That's incredible.
In the hood every day, hanging with niggas, bro. Like I'd rather just be outside doing regular shit.
It's not about prestige or the hood being prestigious. It's about It's about the fact that as big as you are and as much as you talk, there should be no place that is off limits to you.
I don't want to go to the hood, bro.
As big as you are and as much SHIT as you talk, there should be no place that is off limits for you, big dog. You should be nowhere that you are afraid to go. There should be nowhere that you are afraid to frequent. There should be nowhere that you are... Go, Harper. There should be nothing that you're afraid to move around and do in this city, bro. With your size and all that kind of stuff, you really are too big to be a buster. You really are too big to be a buster, bro. You big, you soft, you fat, you sloppy, you disgusting. It's really all for no reason.
Oh, I'm sorry. If the hood is your,
no
prestige,
one will... No, hold on.
You're right.
You're
that's
journalist.
Again.
Wait a minute.
Again.
Let me say this.
Again, that's for you niggas. I'd rather, right,
Go
somewhere where it's fly.
You would know this. Who was the model who used to be a war correspondent? She used to work she was a model, then she became a war correspondent. She would go into battles and like take pictures and do journalism.
I don't know, but Diane Sawyer could get knocked
One
out.
of the listen, but this
Back
is
to her
you
age.
have skinny blonde white women who are journalists. They'll talk about the Taliban, then go in Afghanistan and walk amongst the Taliban.
That's a fact.
You are the worst type of journalist there is. You will say something about someone, something about somebody's hood, but
something about somebody's children, somebody's about someone's mother, and all that kind of stuff, and then you're afraid of that person. Shout out to Brandon for calling Flakko out on his holiness.
you are scared to go to that place. It
What
ain't
did I
about
say
prestige.
about the
It's
hood?
about journalistic integrity. I'm gonna say what I say. I feel so confident and so reassured in what I say that I'm willing to stand face to face with that person because I know my integrity is intact. It makes No Jumper look like a pseudo-journalistic place.
Well, that's
when
just
the
verbal
journalist will not
masturbation
walk
you're
into
doing
the-
right now, right? You can't even.
So Brandon is literally whooping Flacco's feet right now. Flacco's becoming extremely humiliated.
Name I would have said
Verbal
about like his hood.
What the fuck do pseudo-realistic, whatever?
No.
Pseudo-journalistic.
No,
Words are hard. Pseudo-journalistic means that basically he's turning No Jumper into a People magazine, a National Enquirer, more of a tabloid, more opinion and drama-based, less fact-based.
My brain hurt, bro.
Being a fake journalist.
No,
We wouldn't doubt that your brain hurts with the word like pseudo-journalistic being the biggest word that you've heard today. We wouldn't doubt that makes your brain hurt.
What that means.
Again.
That's what he meant to say.
No, I'm wearing
he
pants.
just wait, pause though. He just talked. What if? Oh, okay, so
Stop
look.
pretending you're not smart, Terry.
Yeah,
He's not pretending.
I'm
again,
very,
he's just talking.
smart.
What have Flakko said about this man's hood?
No, it's not. See, you're doing that thing. You're doing
no,
that
you
thing.
sound retarded right now, right?
No,
you sound
you
dumb.
know.
You said things about people up here that
You sound dumb.
could wobble on personal.
No.
And I feel like this. If you are willing to say something about somebody, the least I said something about the Mexicans. I'm about to go on a Mexican podcast by myself next week. I'm not bringing
Which one, you
nobody.
on Hater
Don't
World
worry
or
about
what?
it. Don't worry about it. It's way bigger than that crap. What I'm saying is, I
you're going
walk
on American
into.
Cholo?
Listen, if I say something about
So you're
someone,
scared to go talk to Haters World.
Listen, these are real.
You see how Flacco's trying to switch Brandon's conversation, but Brandon's too smart to see what Flacco has going on, and now Flacco's totally negating and avoiding the fact that he talks crazy about people's neighborhoods, and now he's afraid to go into the neighborhoods that he speaks crazy about.
These are real podcasts.
So wait, Paul. Okay.
Hold on,
no,
wait.
hell, no. Well, pause. But I same logic.
You trying to pivot?
You are scared to go talk to Haters World. Nah. Wait, pause though. You have talked about Haters World, and now you're scared to go talk to him. Nah, ain't no pivot. It's the same logic applying to you, right?
You gotta go to Haters World,
Nah,
Brandon.
so now you understand how dumb your point is, right?
And you know what's crazy about all this? I was just at Haters World yesterday, and they you got to go to Haters World. You got to go to Haters World. Haters World doesn't even have any interest in sitting down with Brandon. I was just with Blue Devil and Opina yesterday. Shout out to Blue Devil. Shout out to Opina. I was over there live with him yesterday for 3.5 hours. They don't really want Brandon over there. So the whole, you're scared to go on Haters World, you're scared to go on Haters World, it's already communicated between those two groups that they don't necessarily want Brandon over there. So there's that.
Hater World.
Now you understand how stupid your point is.
Hater World.
You talk about Hater World.
Okay.
Go to his podcast.
Listen, we're gonna get in the ring. Me and that Blue Devil.
Nah, go to his podcast and talk to
All
him.
right, do that. I want to see
I'm
that.
scared, but we're gonna get in the ring.
No, go to Hater World Hood and talk to him.
Blue Devil's allowed to use knives in the fight, by the way.
That's right.
What?
Listen, the point I'm making is this. If you talk about somebody, the least you can do is grace them with
But to
your
prove your
presence.
point is retarded, once you said, I'm not going to the Hater World Hood or talk to him. Again, once you say that, you now prove that your point is now retarded.
What you're doing is not
Right?
gonna work. You tried to
it's
pivot to
retarded,
Hater
though. You
World
prove
to
it.
take the
No.
point off of-
And now Flacco's making himself look stupid because Brandon is 100% destroying him, making him look like he's fucking crazy, making him embarrassing him, just totally just taking out everything he has going on.
You said this, that because I guess I've spoken about King Pill that I should go to King Pill Hood.
Yeah, you should.
No, I'm not. I don't want to.
Because you're scared.
No, and I don't want to be around dumb niggas, bro.
No,
Like,
so why are you
talking-
I'm straight.
So you don't want to be around dumb niggas, but you could talk about dumb niggas for content. So you could facilitate conversations with dumb niggas, i.e. making you a dumb nigga, allowing your thoughts, allowing your energy, allowing your emotions, allowing your mental space to be consumed with the concept of dumb niggas, but yet you yourself won't give any conversation to dumb niggas. It sounds like you just want to talk about dumb niggas because you yourself are a dumb nigga and you're afraid to sit around and be around the dumb niggas who will oppress you, for sure.
Why are you shaming Lush when he's willing to do something
Lush
that
about
you're
what, though?
afraid to do?
You guys both shame me constantly.
Listen, Lush
Or
is,
attempt to, at
You're
least.
saying
in my
words, you know
opinion-
what the...
In my opinion, Lush
You're saying
is
words.
like the Jane Fonda of this bitch.
You just saying words right now, my
Jane
brother.
Fonda.
Going to the funk like he's willing to show
You just
up.
saying words. How am I shaming Lush?
You were just shaming him, talking about he's only with 7 Bloods and all these criticisms.
Again, words mean something. No.
And to keep the same thing too, Flakko's been copying me. Words mean something. Words mean something. No, nigga, words are hard. So this whole concept that you're trying to push, words mean something. Words mean something. Stop copying, bro. You hate me so much that you copy my lingo. Stop copying me. Stop doing that. You feel me? As a matter of fact, watch this. Watch this. Send a voice text to Brandon. Send a voice text to Brandon. I can't keep going for this. I keep going. Hey, bro, the next time you sit there and you debate with Pathetic Fatso, and he says, oh, words count, words matter, bro, all he doing is a spin off of my phrase, words are hard. Don't let him get that off. Don't let him get that off. If you could do your boy a favor, don't let him get that off. Words matter, words matter. No, nigga, words are hard, and you like my content, and you watch my content, and you thought that was something crafty that you wanted to take, so you're remixing into your own. Another Flakko biting off the rich trapper tree. Hit your boy with that fact. It's not an opinion. This is a blatant black and white fact. You hate people so much, and I'm watching an episode with you and him talking about he's afraid to go to King Pill's neighborhood. You have so much disdain for what you like to call dumb niggas that you allow them to be a part of your vocal point of conversation because there's nothing really of context for him to add to No Jumper unless he's talking about these, quote, dumb niggas that he hates. And then you want to go with the concept of I hate rich trapper, but you're literally taking my phrase and making it into your own. You took my Sprite and made it to 7-Up. You took my Coke and made it to Pepsi. Words matter. Nigga, words are hard is the phrase. And he's remixing one of my most popular coined phrases to his own to try to make it a thing. Man, call that bitch ass nigga out on that shit.
Okay,
I'm not on drugs, nigga. My memory works very well.
That's not shaming. That's observation.
My memory works well.
That's an observation. That's not shaming.
I'm making my observation.
No, you're a liar. You said shame. That's not shame. Words mean something.
You start stuttering.
Words mean. Listen, I'm not stuttering at all right now. Words mean something. Now you lying. You see, bro?
Right now, bro.
We're gonna make you throw a punch eventually.
Now listen.
One way or another one.
I'm calling you out for those retarded points.
Or take a punch.
These points are great.
All right.
Very valid.
No,
There's 30 Bloods here yesterday.
Josh,
prove your point is retarded once you said that I can go to Hater World.
Let's ask the objective opinion. Josh, is my opinion valid? Is my point valid?
It's retarded. It don't make sense.
Don't ask the white man for validation.
It's hypocritical.
Josh is...
I think you're both
bro,
listen, good points right now.
Listen, bro, he lied that though. Listen, bro, he loves white man validation.
Made a single point.
He loves the white man validation.
No,
you feel me? No. You love the white man validation, bro.
That's the pot calling the kettle black.
No.
I'll shut up.
Wow. Josh just said that's the pot calling the kettle black.
My point is simple.
Okay.
It's retarded. The world don't work like that.
The world don't work like what?
Right?
The world don't work like what?
The world don't work like that.
The world don't work like what?
Right.
Explain that point.
All right, bro, we just laughing and they argue.
That was funny.
That was funny. And if somebody on MSNBC speaks about the Taliban, they're not now obligated
Pull up to Afghanistan.
to go pull up and talk to the Taliban. That's just a retarded point.
That's actually typically what investigative journalists do. And Flakko, you have called yourself an investigative journalist so many times. So that's actually literally what they do. They speak about a subject and then they go into the heart of the subject to investigate the subject. That is actually what they do. That is by definition what an investigative journalist does.
Don't make sense whatsoever.
They do it to show that they're not throwing rocks and hiding their hand. They show up like, here I am, give me your side of the story.
Everyone who talks about the Taliban and critique them don't have to go sit down with Taliban, Brandon. That's retarded.
It would be cool.
Wait a minute.
Every news publication actually has somebody who does go down and sit with those people.
I'm dumb right now, bro.
Can I make my point now?
Okay, sure, go ahead.
So every news media outlet has correspondents
Flakko's getting super upset with Brandon right now because Brandon's destroying him and humiliating him.
Who go to the field and they say, well, we said this in America from the safety of America, but we're going to send our correspondent Jim Mitchell to walk into a cave with 100 Taliban and they're going to get a chance to say their side of the story.
So
I feel like every time you talk about
Palmeiras Park yesterday is equivalent to going in a cage with
bro.
a cage with
Tank, is this not true?
That's stupid, Brandon.
If you're gonna say something, be able to go over there and stand on it. But I mean,
but to say that every
in this instant though,
podcaster
Flakko has pulled up to us in Long Beach.
No, Long Beach is safe. Flakko is from Long Beach.
But to say that every journalist and podcaster
to pull up where he's with us, y'all not finna stop Flakko from getting whooped. if I go sock on Flakko right now, nobody's finna get into it with my side of Los Angeles to protect Flakko. So Flakko, let's go ahead and cut that out right now, and I'm gonna call a spade a spade. I go over there and I sock on Flakko. Ain't nobody finna get into it with nothing from the 30s to the 100s, from the 20s to the 100s, bro. Ain't nobody finna get into it with nothing from South Central behind me socking on Flakko. TF Third, P Nice, DW Flame, Mr. Messiah, Messiah, Mr. Viral, Brandon, none of them Long Beach dudes is finna risk any type of any conflict behind Flakko. It's a false sense of hope. It's a false sense of whatever, and you want to call a spade a spade. Only TF Third is the one who really pushes the whole Flakko's with us. Everybody else make it clear. No, he's not. No, he's not. They've even verbalized it. And I even say this too. If I walk up on him, sock on him, and sock on him, nobody's gonna get involved, bro. Nobody's going to jump in. Nobody's going to risk getting involved with those politics and getting into it with the homies and all that kind of stuff. 20s to the 100s, 30s to the 100s, none of that. The same way that if Flakko was running around with anybody on our side, we wouldn't get involved with nobody from Insane, nobody from 20s, nobody from fucking Capanella Park, Looters, Treetop, Rolling 80 West Coast Crips, TRG, Bricks, West Side Power, whatever the case is, outside of LA, we're not gonna get into it with them because you want to beat up Flakko, bro. You on your own. You gonna get socked out, and you gonna get socked out on a solo. Everybody gonna sit there and watch. Nobody's gonna get involved in that because nobody's gonna risk a problem over that pathetic, fat, sloppy.
He's with us.
So Al-Qaeda and the Taliban should go.
It's crazy that this one's so thirsty for a job. He with us. Your homies already told you that he's not, but you just got good enough to go back over there, so maybe you shouldn't be extending invitations because your invitation was recently just granted back to you. You know how long you wasn't allowed to go back over there.
Oh, to go speak to the Taliban is just stupid. I'm not even validating that point, bro.
No.
That's just a dumb argument that I'm not even trying to...
Look, so here's my honest opinion. I agree with Flakko. However, it does add credence to the journalists that are willing to put foot on land.
All right, man, we up out into the next one. Y'all know the deal is red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest, and it's free Avenue Angel Suites free.